All right. 7.4. Again, 7.4 looks like it's a lot, but it's going to go really quick. And it's just because your teacher actually didn't put in the right print settings. Okay. So sorry. Here we go. All right. Putting it all together. So when I say we're putting it all together, we're going to use all of our brain knowledge of unit circles, just how the trig ratios relate to each other. So it's a free-for-all a little bit. So here it says that we have cosine theta equals negative square root 3 over 2. And then it says tan theta is greater than or equal to 0, meaning that tan theta has to be positive, right? Sure. Okay. So first thing first is that I'm going to figure out where it has to be, right? So using this knowledge, and all students take calculus. Okay, all students take calculus. I'll repeat again. We need to know, where is cosine negative? Where's cosine negative?
2 and 3.
Cosine is negative in 2 and 3. So that eliminates 1 and 4. Where is tan positive?
Tan is positive in 1 and 3.
So that eliminates what's left?
2.
So that means my solution is in quadrant 3. Okay. And now we just go from there. So if I have cosine theta equals negative square root 3 over 2, I need to find its reference angle. And how do I find the reference angle?
The inverse of cosine.
The inverse.
Square root of 3 over 2.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so smart.
So we're asking ourselves, remember, we're not picking up a calculator. When do I get this? In quadrant 3, when do I get what angle gives me a cosine of square root 3 over 2?
Like negative?
Well, in quadrant 1, like in reference 1.
Oh, the 60 degree or 30.
30. Remember, cosine is your what?
X.
Your
Cosine
X.
X.
So we're looking at 30. So what's my 30-degree angle in quadrant 3?
7 pi over 6.
There we go.
Or do we want degrees?
Oh, and we need degrees. What's the degree?
Which is 210.
There we go. Bam.
Keep that up there.
So again, you're just using your knowledge. So it may not be like a specific step-by-step that I'm going to tell you to do. Just have to be willing to say, okay, I know that I can't be here. I know that it has to be here. I'm looking for the angle, so therefore I'm looking for the inverse. Does that make sense? Was it terrible?
It was terrible.
Are you going to be teaching college algebra?
Yes.
Okay, I will be there next year.
Okay, I will be there too.
Because I do not want to do an AP math. But I still want to multiply it.
Valid. Questions, comments, concerns? All right, let's get to number 2. We're doing so great on time, guys. All right, what are our restrictions for number 2? So we have sine theta equals 0 and cosine theta equals negative 1. What does this tell us? Yes.
It's the at the point -1
Exactly, because sine is our what? Sine is our y. Cosine is our what? Our x. So we know that the ordered pair is -1, 0.
It's purely not. That's because some same thing.
Okay. So if I'm at -1, 0, that means I'm over here. What's over here with me? It's on the quadrant. Like, it's on the quadrant, the angle?
Yeah.
What is it? What's the angle? Huh?
Negative 180.
180.
Oh.
Well, Sarah, what's up with this? I was like, wait, guys, this is a half of a circle. What are we doing here? So theta equals 180 degrees or pi.
Let's keep it like that.
Well, you had me nervous. So, all right, ready?
Now that I know what we're doing.
Okay. Now it says use a calculator. Key thing here is we have secant and we want it to be positive. Where is secant positive at?
Three. One and two, no, four,
4.
sorry.
Okay, and then the next thing it tells us that it only can be between 0 and 180. So what does that eliminate?
4.
4. So we know that we're looking for our magic angle here, right? Theta has to be there. Make sense? All right. Secant, can I put that in the calculator?
No.
No, I gotta find its what?
Reciprocal.
It's reciprocal.
Oh.
And what is the reciprocal?
1 over sine theta.
Which is gonna be what?
1 over 3.
There we go. So to find my theta, because it's in quadrant A, in quadrant 1, that means that theta is my reference angle. Does that make sense? So to find theta, I'm just doing cosine inverse of 1 over 3.19. Because I don't have anything, I want the added or subtracted. Does that make sense? Because it's in quadrant 1. Yes? With me? Okay. So I'm gonna go to the handy dandy calculator. And we're gonna go second cosine 1 divided by 3 and where's my decimal? 3 and 1900ths. And press enter. And what do we get?
0.252.
Okay. Now what's my problem? What mode am I in?
Radian.
I'm in radians, but that's okay. Can I quickly turn this radian into a degree? How do I do that?
Switch your mode.
No, how can I do it without switching my mode? How can I turn my radian into a degree? And what else? Divided by pi. So I'm gonna have
Switch it.
180
Just as easy.
divide, but then I have to type stuff back in.
So.
This is not hard. Chickens.
Times 180 divided by pi.
Mhm.
Pi.
I didn't make a mistake. I just didn't want to change my mode. I didn't want to change my mode.
What if we wanted to change our mode?
Well, then change your mode. All right, so then we get 71 and 731 degrees. Bam.
730.
I didn't tell you to round to anything, so I just.
I got 734.
I don't know how you got that.
I did the same exact thing you did. Here.
It's because your calculator is outdated. Because you wrote 1.25, not 1.252.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did 1.252 times 180 divided by pi.
I didn't see it too.
1.252.
Oh no. Oh, mine's exact. Because it went to the answer. That's why.
I'm gonna put mine.
All right. That's fine. All right.
Really?
I do.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh.
I said what I said. All right, here we go. Last one. Now, if I'm giving points, I'm giving my what? I'm giving my X and my Y, right?
Yeah.
Which one of my trig identities can I use with X and Y? Tan. I can use tan. Why? What does tan equal? Tan theta equals Y over X. So if I'm given a point, remember I said this is putting all of our knowledge together. We have to pull all of our knowledge, okay? I don't know why you couldn't pull that knowledge out. Okay, if you wanted to use sine and cosine, you would have to do the Pythagorean theorem and get your R. Do you want to do an extra step? No, you don't. So you want to use the ratio that's, yeah, you could. I trust in your ability to do Pythagorean theorem. But why do it if you don't have to? Okay, we don't want to. So we have our X and we have our Y. So this time, in order to find our angle, we're gonna use tan theta. Is that cool?
Sure.
All right. So we have tan theta equals -9/5. Okay, so our reference angle is gonna equal tan inverse of 9/5. So when I go to my handy dandy calculator, I'm gonna do tan inverse of 9 divided by 5. Before I even do this, I'm not in the right mode.
Sine divided by cosine equals tan.
Good job. That's Y over X.
Isn't it? How interesting.
How interesting.
How interesting.
Okay.
Does that mean sine?
So we have 60. Can I just write 61? Is that cool with y'all?
No, actually, I would like to stop cheating and make shortcut things, so.
Fine, 60 and 9/10 degrees.
If we can't change our mode, you can't do that.
I changed my mode.
Talk about the last one.
Oh, I didn't want to. All right.
Been easier.
Oh no, that little multiplying.
Yes, exactly.
All right, where's tan negative?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Okay, so in 2, how do I use my reference angle?
Are we going up a degree? 180
There we go.
minus.
So I'm gonna minus, my alpha is just the worst alpha. It just
Uh-huh.
gets worse every single time. And in quadrant 4, we're going to do 360 minus our alpha. So we have 180 minus 60 and 9/10. That's one answer. And we have 360 minus 60 and 9/10. So our theta equals 119.1 degrees or 299.1 degrees. Okay. Wham bam, we're done.
Boom.
Questions, comments, concerns?
I'll have,
Okay, you have all the knowledge you need to complete your assignment. We did it.
And we have all the spring break.